Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Data here, and welcome back to our live franchise mode series with the Toronto Blue Jays on MLB The Show 25. Coming off of our World Series championship and our historic season, we now have to ask ourselves, are we passing the baton to the plethora of drafted talent, the youth that we have on this squad, or do we run back the team that just had the winningest season in MLB history? Thanks for joining us here. If you're joining us live, we'll start welcoming everybody in. But if you are joining us after we've already gone live, then we will hop ahead. You can hop ahead to the 4-minute mark, and that's when we'll get started here in the 2037 off season of our series with the Blue Jays, getting ready to move into what will end up being year number 13, as we're going to start wrapping up the series soon enough, as we're looking to do probably about 15 seasons. So year number 13 is coming up here in episode 34 next week. And then from there, year 13, 14, 15, we'll probably put a couple seasons together. We'll see what ends up happening as we start wrapping up this series and getting ready for MLB The Show 26 coming out in March. So here we are now at the end of January, and March will have The Show 26 coming out. So we've got to keep an eye on that, being mindful of what is to come. If you're joining us live, you can hop ahead. If you're not joining us live, you can hop ahead to the 4-minute mark, like I said. But if you're here live, I wish you a good evening as we get started on the off season ahead. We're going to read through some comments in a moment as I just continue to take care of the YouTube side of things, showing you the depth chart that we have and showing you, again, that word plethora of youth, of talent that we have available to us. Thinking about guys, you have guys who are multi-position eligible as well, making it harder and harder. MLB The Show 25, done. All right. Then I'll send it into the Twitter world, X. And then I think we're good to go. All right. Okay, so we were live, yes, on Monday. We were live on Monday with Hockey Legacy Manager. We're live tonight with MLB, and we're live again tomorrow. We won't be live on Friday. We're live again tomorrow for NHL 26. Look at this team. First in contact, first in pitching, fourth in power, sixth in defense, 26th in speed. Pretty much just JJ Hanks who has speed out there. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to open up YouTube to look at the comments from the last one. Are we passing that baton? And if yes, to what degree? Guys like Vlad getting old. Sasaki, it doesn't show everyone here. Sasaki without a contract, part of this organization as well. Last episode was entitled Finish the Job, and that is what we did. All right. That brings us to about 3-minute mark. We'll wait another minute to get started on things. Yeah, the big names, Roki Sasaki, Julian Aguiar, Mitch Spence will be out. So Spence out, Troy out. Aguiar's a question mark. He was good. And Sasaki, who has now won back-to-back Cy Youngs, 2035, 2036. There's just no room for him anymore. If we were to say, okay, let's sign him, it would mean that we're trading out like a 90 overall pitcher behind him. Just look at our pitching rotation right now. Coppola 95, minus Sasaki. You have a 95, 91, 90 as your top three. Evers 89, Gallegos 89, Cortez 87, Maldonado 86. Then it drops down to AAA. Fine. But in MLB caliber, we have Maldonado could almost be an ace. Same for Cortez, but at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 aces. 6 aces, and we can only really keep, I don't know, max 3? Coppola, Jennings, Cordero. So Sasaki, the odd man out, unfortunately. Jennings has been really good and is our only lefty, the German Sam Jennings. So the pitching is a big problem, but like we said, pass that baton. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., we can't let him go. He had another crazy postseason somehow. Still, not a good season, but postseason at 72 overall. Junior Sosea is a tough one because he's ready to make the MLB, yet there's no room for him if we're thinking exclusively first base. Could he play third base? Well, now we have Roger Gomez Phelps. Well, anyways, let's get started on things, ladies and gentlemen. We've passed the 4-minute mark. Welcome to episode number 33 of our series here with the Blue Jays, the 2037 off season. Questioning ourselves, are we passing the baton as a team that just had the winningest season in MLB history, 117 wins? How much are we really wanting to change about this team? Not much, but we've got to think about the youth and the future. We can't keep guys like Vladimir Cortez in AAA anymore as an 87 overall. Come on now, Vladimir Cortez needs MLB action. So, first things first, we'll read the comments left in the last one. First one from Cheating Heel. I think the only one actually from Cheating Heel. There's not always a ton of comments from the MLB episodes. Cheating heel with a few different thoughts and went on to say, with the depth we have, I think we have to let Sasaki walk. Coppola and Maldonado were terrible, but they're still part of our future and deserve a second chance. Gallegos was bad but had limited innings to work with. I'm not against moving from him, as it's 2 playoffs in a row now where he chokes, but we need to find a lefty to take his spot. We can't end up having Jennings as the only left-handed pitcher on our entire pitching staff. So Sam Jennings is a lefty, Eddie Gallegos is a lefty. He's been meh, but he's still a B potential guy at 89 with 2 more years of arbitration control. That's really good. You have to consider that. And in our relief pitching, we have nobody. Jackson, Baisley, Aguilar, Ferreira, these guys are all righties. Our closest is Willie Hernandez, who's a lefty at 76. Maybe Willie Hernandez is the answer, or there's someone in free agency? That's a question. Cheating Hill goes on to say the relievers were okay, all things considered. Spence has had a bad ERA, but pitched less than 4 innings, so hard to blame him. I'm okay to move him due to age, if need be. Plus, we need a spot to add a left-handed pitcher. Yeah, we would want at least probably like 4 pitchers to be lefties, but here we are. So the main shopping list would be number 1, we need a lefty starting pitcher. Not sure which of the righties I would trade to get a lefty, but having one more wouldn't hurt. I'd probably trade the one with the lower walks per 9 and home runs per 9, as they're the most important stats in my opinion. So if we were to trade one of our younger guys for another, like one right-handed young star for a left-handed young star, like who has the lowest home runs per 9, walks per 9? Well, if you look at those two stats, 73-71, 72-68, 87-57, 67-48, 85-58. So no one's really like both bad. Maybe Cortez, but he is the one who needs to see the MLB. 7 games in his career, 3.97 ERA, 2.16 in 2036. And Vladimir Cortez needs his chance. So who's that going to be? It might come down to simulation. Next, we need some lefty relief pitchers in exchange for Gallegos. So Gallegos would go out, and lefty relief pitchers would come in potentially. Next, better backup for the middle of the infield in exchange for Lionel Sims. Yeah, he's going to get traded out. And better backup for the outfield unless we give Wendell Phillips a shot. Also, make sure to qualify Sasaki. I doubt he accepts a $27 million qualifying offer when he's asking for $31 million, so we can use the extra draft pick that it would give us. Worst case, he accepts it, we trade him for nothing, no cheese. Finally, if we move Junior Soseda up here at first base, we would need to trade Vlad, or one of them will just collect dust on the bench, unless you want to send Vlad to the minors, but we don't want to do that. Yeah, it's a tough call. There's not a ton of work to do this offseason, and we should still be one of the faves to win next year. Thank you, Cheating Heel. So let's start with the obvious ones. So Roki Sasaki, we're going to make sure that we tender him the qualifying offer, because we don't want to lose him for nothing, but we're sadly going to have to move on from him. It's just too busy on the pitching staff. Could we afford $30 million for him? Yeah, but I'd prefer not to when we consider that these younger guys are going to need their spots, especially that we're transitioning into years 13, 14, and 15. Sasaki is 35 now. He spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons as a Blue Jay after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 years as a Dodger. Yeah, 12 service, yeah. 6 years as a Dodger, 6 years as a Blue Jay, 3 Cy Youngs as a Dodger, 2 Cy Youngs as a Blue Jay. So he's a 5-time Cy Young winner, only a 2-time All-Star. That makes sense. But 5-time Cy Young, including back-to-back in the last couple of years. But we just can't keeping him forever, waiting for him to implode. I think let's go out on a high note and let him walk. So we'll qualify him, and we'll see what happens. Julian Aguilar, he's been good. He's been good. I'd prefer to keep him if possible. We have the money to pay him what he wants. So like 1 year, $7 million is pretty fair, I think. Mitch Spence, we're going to let him walk at his age. He's been incredible. He has been Mr. Clutch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts of, so about 6.5 seasons as a Blue Jay, winning all those World Series. We picked him up from, I don't even know where we got him from, because he was on a different team after the Athletics there. He's jumping around to different teams, settled on Toronto, and stuck with crazy ERA, solid whip, even a high wins above replacement. But time to move on from him now, the 10th round pick in 2019. And finally, Tommy Troy, who never even saw any time as a Blue Jay, he will walk. All right. So that's it for that right now. Very simple. Reviewing the staff, first base coach and farm director. First base coach, blocking, stealing, durability, speed. Arm strength, stealing, reaction, speed. Fielding, durability, speed, stealing. Yeah, all good ones. Blocking, speed, stealing, durability. stealing, arm strength, arm accuracy, then durability again. Let me go back to the top here quickly. -3 reaction. No, we can't do that. This was +2 for speed, stealing is 1, blocking, and durability. Maybe Lawrence Imasa. Speed, strength, stealing, and reaction, or speed, durability, stealing, blocking. Yeah, let's go to this guy. Fielding. Stealing, speed, durability, fielding. Junior Moreno. Was he already our coach? I don't even know. 4.5 million. There you go. And the farm director, Hugo Comstock. What a name. Ego, contact, bunting, no. Reaction speed, contact, hits per 9 would be great, but I don't want to lose stamina. Clutch would be great too. Bunting, drag bunting, no. Blocking, fielding, bunting. No negatives, I refuse, no negatives. Okay, so it's only bums here. Pitching clutch, home runs per 9, plate vision, arm accuracy. Sure, Chris Feliz. Okay, there you go. So that's simple to begin. Chris Feliz is on board right away. So is Junior Moreno. Already got all the staff taken care of on the first day. Wonderful. And Junior Aguilar still hasn't signed, but that's going to be my offer to him. Take it or leave it. And that's it. Okay. Advanced to free agency, and now here we are. Who is out here in free agency? Noah Schultz, 92 overall. Noah Schultz. Can we sort by overall? No, eh? Just top 150, that's all it is. Roki Sasaki wanting 34.3 million. Sean Hamilton. Leodalis DeVries, what a name. Jacob Wilson, Junior Caminero. Caba, Starlin Caba. Alexi Matos, Welvin Francisca. Okay. Benoit, bienvenue mon ami, welcome. Hey Data, finally catching a stream live. Glad you could do it. Happy to see you this evening, and hope that you'll enjoy the off season ahead, as we have some, like we said, big questions in passing that baton. So selecting the 40 man, Justin Dykes, Wayne Robert. Let's get Sparks and Dykes on board. Rule 5 eligible. Sort. Yeah, so Dave, yeah, well, no, not move to MLB. 40 men here. Leroy Staub, third baseman, 78. Yeah, we'll put him there. 77, yes. 76, yes. How many spots are left in the 40 men? Can I see 26 plus 12? Is that what it is? Lonnie Sparks, let's throw him on there. That gets us. That's 40 spots. So we have to make trades from here, and we know that we are making trades. So, Matthew, welcome to the stream, buddy. One of our channel members. Glad you can make it in, my friend. Johnny Evers, arbitration eligible. No need to go crazy on him. Let's keep it as cheap as possible for as long as possible. 1 year at 10.8. 1 year 10.8. Your roster is currently full. Oh, yeah. We just saw that. Okay, so we're moving out. Let's think about this systematically. Does Sasaki take up a spot? No, it doesn't. Let's think about this. So, Sims. Team is just too loaded. I know, Cheating Heel. I hear you. Sims is out. Now, who else are we going to have to move out? So, looking at our starting pitchers, we said Gallegos. We could probably move out Gallegos for those relief pitchers, like we said. If Sims and Gallegos could go together, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Pitching becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. Cortez 5. Maldonado, someone has to fight there. Nguyen is fighting. Yeah. It weakens us a little bit. 89 overall pitcher out, but we can't keep all these guys on this team. So Sims and Gallegos, relief pitchers. We look for a lefty relief pitcher, if possible. For the catchers, Parnell. Parnell is 28 and still has never been to the MLB. Barton Parnell. He's saying, what's going on, man? Does Barton Parnell get traded? I would almost trade Steven Yastrzemski, who bat 252 and lost his starting spot, to Cy Harder, who bat 251, but was also one of our MVPs in the playoffs. Do we continue Yastrzemski and Harder and trade Parnell? Or do we trade Yastrzemski and keep Harder and Parnell in the MLB? I don't know about that. Roberto Rosario. 24C70, 24B72. Imasa wants to be in the MLB as well now. Staub would want to. Rankin would want to. So many guys who want to get that jump. Mike Galarraga might have to move out just because we don't have room anymore. Sparks, Huerta, these guys want AAA time. Okay. And in the outfield, Churio, Souza, Hanks is 3. Phillips is the 4. Kurt Leon wants MLB time. Wendell Phillips, crazy 2034 and 35 season. Then 2036 plays 63 games and bats 230. Is his potential stuck? I think it might be. So trading out Wendell Phillips is also an idea. That would allow Kurt Leon to get into the MLB. Robbie Bell would become a question mark. Dykes might even try. Cortez might even try. Harris is always out there too. So I think we might have to trade Wendell Phillips. Anyways, looking for left-handed relievers. I should probably just do player search and then come back here. And then we'll get some sort of prospect, I guess, too, with all that trade value. Give me some left-handed relievers, please. Hey, there's like nobody in the MLB. Emmett Shambi? Wasn't he in our team? In our system at one point? Good old Emmett. Crazy home runs per 9. That's great. Clutch is okay. He's arbitration. Maybe Emmett Scambi. Garrett Saenz. Good numbers here too from Garrett Saenz, former first-round pick. I like that from Garrett Saenz. No room for everyone, that's for sure. So we just gotta understand that that's the truth and move on. Garrett Saenz. Gallegos by himself would get it done. So, what prospects would you send us? I don't know. Maybe we could throw another prospect who's further away in the system. Kenneth Tovar. 23 with A potential. And then what else am I adding, we said? Galarraga and Sims. They would do that. This is actually a fair deal, it looks like. Yeah. So Garrett Saenz and Kenneth Tovar. Tovar would be our AAA ace. And give us more trouble again in the future. But by then, Jennings might be out. Or do we need to get someone who's further away than 23? 22B74 maybe instead? 22B74. Mark Fairchild. Plus... there's not much. Yeah, they're going to love this trade. They don't have that much in their system. They almost nobody in their outfield. No, actually, they have a decent amount in the outfield. Take that back. Mark Fairchild and who? No, they might need to give us Tovar then. Maybe we flip Tovar then. Yeah, we can always flip Tovar. So let's do this trade. I like it. We're going to do it. Saenz and Tovar coming to Toronto for Gallegos, Galarraga, and Sims. Thank you, New York. And that's a done deal. Now we could flip Tovar with Phillips to a team for a good lefty of the future. Is there a good left-handed prospect, maybe? Maybe a left-handed pitching prospect. Left-handed pitching prospect type of thing. Let's say max overall 78. Max H21. Huey Monreal, who we already have. Yep. Lamont Fleming, C potential. Can we sort by potential as well? Potential. Sorry. Minimum potential is B. Bucky Grissom, who we already have, lefty. Glenn Austin, 73-21B. 72, Luke Kershaw. Trade the D potential to get an extra roster spot? Yeah, that we can do too. That we can do too, no problem. I'm not doing this because of the roster spot. We're doing this because of the excess. From Australia and the stash, Glenn Austin. We trade out Wendell Phillips' stash and we get Glenn Austin's stash in return. That's an idea. Seattle Twins. No, we have some lefties in our system, which is good. Glenn Austin. I'll give you the better pitching prospect. Here's Kenneth Tovar. Here is Wendell Phillips. And in return... what are we going to ask for in return? We could add... Do we add Junior Sosea type of thing? I don't know. What do you have here? Have any catchers of interest? 20 C65, still not a lot. Who's the best player on your team? We could get Ryan Lowry and you still make that deal because you want Kenneth Tovar that badly? Whoa. Brady House they would do. Maybe you can fix their team in some way. 1, 2, 3, no. They have 2 catchers. They have a first baseman, second base, third base. They have no shortstop, really. Outfield is horrible. Yeah, this is a tough team. They would love to have Kenneth Tovar. But I don't think we can trade them. Phillips then as well. Benitez was interesting. The other prospect, yeah, we might have to just go to a different team. They didn't have like anything on their team. So relief pitcher, 22 max. With potential of at least 82 or whatever. Is that what it was? No. I would say lefty. What am I doing here? Max age 22. What did I do that was different? Oh, I'm saying, why am I saying relief pitcher? That's why. Okay. My goodness. Benitez. Justin Benitez. B69 at 19 from Puerto Rico. With the Angels. They have a lot of prospects. Luke Kershaw, also interesting from the Twins. 56, 54, 56. 55, 65, 49. Alright, Benitez. Justin Benitez. We give you Kenneth Tovar. What do you give us back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have enough pitching here. They have a couple catchers. Not much excess here. Prospects, yes. A couple of 86. 95, Roger Pike. Roger Pike. So they have their 3 outfielders. Yeah. Okay. 26A, Ryan Seacrest. Not Seacrest. Seacrest. Kyle Manzardo, former Blue Jay. No, sorry, former Expo in our series with the Expos on the show 24. Willie Rubio, another lefty. So 2 lefties, Willie Rubio and Justin Benitez. He could be a AAA guy. Benitez and Rubio. That makes our AAA system. If Nguyen plays long relief, we have 2 in long relief though. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Already, it's so tough. Jonas Garcia, 24, A68. Time to dump him, let's say. Tovar and Garcia. We'll bring in Benitez and any other pitching prospects at all. My goodness. Any team with 2 good pitching prospects in exchange for Tovar? Max age. Ordonez. 82 at 21, but I want... Yeah, it has to be 77 overall and below. Medeiros. Crazy stash. Also good. Do we trade with Cleveland? Do we dare trade with Cleveland? Orioles have a couple. The Orioles, do we dare trade with Baltimore? We need a team that has 2. Did I see Detroit twice? No, just Baltimore. Okay, so we say Walt McCann and Leonardo Valencia. And you can't trade for him. Oh my goodness. McCann you can. But Valencia, okay, now you can. But he has C potential. No. Sorry this is taking long, everybody. 22. Lefty. Minimum potential of B. Which team has 2? Cleveland, Seattle, Minnesota, Baltimore, Detroit, Los Angeles, Houston, LA. Cleveland has Quevedo as well. A potential. Sure. Quevedo, we're going to trade with Cleveland. Tell me about it, Turby. It was freezing today, and I'm sure I saw your pictures. Even worse for you. Hope you're enjoying the hot chocolate right now, my friend. And Medeiros. Quevedo and Medeiros. We'll trade them Tovar. And what else could we get? We're just hurting ourselves in the long run, but... Frank Escobar, first base prospect. Who do we say we're trading out? I said we'd also trade out Garcia. Is there another pitcher you could give us? 19C60. Brewing as I type. Extraordinary. No, Garcia can. It would be Garcia and Phillips in a separate deal then. So first base, Wayne Robert, 24, A68. Let's refresh some prospects, I guess. But then we're giving them more value than we're getting back. Metler, 25, C73. Give me back 20, B69, who can play different positions. That's nice. Tovar and Metler for Quevedo, Medeiros, and Kidd. Just do it. They're getting more value, but we're never going to find a perfect deal. Thank you, Cleveland. I'm not going to break my head over that. Now, let's say Wayne Robert out. Who else? Wayne Robert out. Who else is getting older here? Feliz as a catcher? I don't know. Catchers don't mind as much. Waylon Chavez. Let's get a right fielder. So Phillips and Chavez out. Yeah, and Chavez out. Actually, keep 25C68. We'll trade 26C69. Alonso Castellano. 25C68. 26C69. But we have more left fielders. So we'll trade those 3 for a first base prospect. Robert Phillips Castellano. First base. Mighty Joe, just saying hello before I'm off to bed. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Mighty Joe, thanks for dropping in and saying hello, buddy. Much love to you. Get some tight sleep. Sending you those beautiful dreams. Overall minimum. No, take that off. Potential. At least 80. Yeah. So let's see. 69-19, Ricky Brewster. That could be it. Ricky Brewster from Colorado. Wasn't he a high pick even this last draft? Hold on. Rockies. Ricky Brewster. 19B69. Here's 24A68, which almost goes through. That shows the brokenness of it, so we won't exploit that. Here's Wendell Phillips. Here's Castellano. It's going to be a 3 for 2. Who can you send us back in the outfield? I'll take 21C61 or 23B69. Yeah. Milo Rainey. Very durable. 23B69. Alright, and there you go. Robert Phillips Castellano, thank you everybody. Wendell Phillips especially wanted you to work out, but the outfield is too crowded and you didn't take your opportunity, so good luck in Colorado. You'll rake over there as a batter. Thank you, Colorado. Alright, that now brings us down to how many contracts? I'm not sure. We have 3 spots in the 40-man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it looks like we have 93. Okay. Whew. Now, who else can we add to this 40-man? Anyone else would we even have to? Rule 5 eligible. Jesse Harris with B potential. Yeah, I could see it. Let's be careful. We'll save him. Everybody else, I don't mind if anybody... I doubt someone's going to take a 72 or something like that. Does have A potential, though. We have a spot. We'll throw him on it. So, Rule 5 eligible. Anyone else? Stu, Warren? No, that's fine. That puts us 39 on the 40-man roster. Oh, goodness. Now, Johnny Evers. Have we offered him a contract? No, because he couldn't take it. Now let's get to work. I like the moves we made, though. They hurt, but I like the moves we made. 1 year, 10.8. What do you mean your roster is currently full? All that work and it didn't end up clearing a spot? Is 93 the max? I thought it was 94. Okay. So that means Giuseppe Austin is out. And John Crocker, I guess. Actually, no. Who else? Feliz? That catcher? Well, they need to have enough catchers in the system. Who else is out? Will Fletcher. He's got Brewster. So yeah, Will Fletcher out. Giuseppe Austin out. And Lance Harris we can't move. He's a machine. I guess Chavez. We just said we didn't want to move him, but I guess we're going to have to. We did bring in a right fielder. So let's move out 3 for 1 if we're going to want to sign our guys. Any prospect, but just one. I don't mind what prospect, but just one. 3 for 1. Is anybody going to offer us a 3 for 1 from Alfonso Tovar? 25 Bs. I'll take any prospect, but 25. No. Not 25. Who's this? Johnny Duisman? Yeah, second base, 19 B55. Sure, why not? Johnny Duisman. Yeah, I have no hope of this guy growing, but I just want to dump those 3. So, thank you, Los Angeles. Now, if we look at the roster, 91, because we freed up 2 spots. Okay. Okay, now Johnny Evers. Third time we go from 23.8 million down to 10.8. Johnny Evers, Johnny Evers. Should I say Evers? Maybe it is Evers. He wants 1 year, 10.8. We're going to give him 1 year, 10.8. Cy Harder. We'll give him his 1 year. He was really good in the playoffs. So you know what? Take 1 year, 6 million, man. And Walker Ferreira, yeah, he's been great. Let's see here. 1 year, take 4.8. All right. Available budget, 122 million. Tender contract. This is what was killing us probably. Let's renew a lot of these contracts, then we'll know how many guys are actually on this team, I guess. Renew, renew, renew. Always the worst part of the episode where we just have to renew everybody. But that's it. This is going to be what carries us into year number 13 next week on our stream on Wednesday. And then from there, we'll do year 13, 14, 15. So maybe year 14 and 15 together even. Year 13 might be the last one where we do normal format. So year 13, then playoffs, then off-season, 3 more episodes. And then the 4th episode from now would be years 14 and 15 together. That might be what we do as we get really close now to MLB The Show. Maybe we have to do even twice in a week. I don't know. Gillespie. Could always trade these guys. Not going to bother if they're deep potential or whatever, but for the most part, we're signing everybody. Renewable, at least it goes quick in terms of the acceptance, but it takes so long just to get the entirety of the organization done here. See potential guys. We won't sneeze at see potential. We won't disrespect see potential. Good. Rosario. Almost done. Vincent Ha. Troy Pierce. Jacob Weber. Luis Estrada. What's your left? Oh. Oh, man. Franchise flew by, eh? We're almost done, just like that. Just like that, another franchise mode done. We'll need our Data 72 Hall of Fame nominees and all that. Feliz, we need a catcher, so gotta keep him, even though he's deep potential. It's like the ancient NHL era of star potential. Those were the days, eh? Whoa, 4.5 green stars. Man, that just unlocked some memories for me. What a time. I built some ridiculous teams. I have some pictures on my phone in a gallery. In an album. Alright, last few. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Alright, available budget at 122 now. Pending offers 27.3 million. That's with these guys. Okay, so I don't think we're doing anything here in free agency on day 1. We said that we might want to consider an infield option. Joel Andino is first and third eligible. Sosea is first and third eligible. So, do we need someone who can play second and shortstop, though? That's the question. Coffee can play second, third, short. Bazana can play second, third, short, and the outfield. It's a tough question. Then Vlad DH. Do we go out and get another bat? I don't think we can really do it. We gotta, even if one's gonna be rotting on the bench, I'd rather keep them rotting on the bench than sign someone else and put them in AAA. I think. Am I crazy to say that? Kenneth Tovar, yeah, that big trade with the Guardians. Let's see if that'll come back to bite us. Jose Ruiz, big trade there. Woo. Like what happened to EA? For what exactly? Sorry, I must have missed that. Michael Taguchi signs. Owen Murphy. Sasaki has decided to decline, yes. So at least we did it, though. That means we still get a draft pick. Let's see where he goes. Roki Sasaki goes to the Houston Astros. 2 years at $35.4 million per year. Huh. 2 years, $70.9 million. Roki Sasaki off to Houston. You just broke me. The world, I will die on this hill. The world most certainly went downhill after the assassination of Harambe. I'm here without Harambe, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about Harambe and I dream about him all the time. Okay, so what's his name? That's Johnny Evers. Johnny Evers signed. Yes, he did. Who is the other guy? I forget, but he's not there anymore, so it must have signed. This is the deadline for arbitration. No, it's the deadline for the 40-man. 40-man were fined. Contracts were fine. Free agency, we're not signing anybody. That's it. We have guys internally. We have no one to sign. Oh, Cy Harder. Thank you, thank you. Cy, yeah, signed for 1 year, $6 million. Very good. I'm here without Harambe. Eric Branson just scored. Awesome. In my fantasy. Okay. Still no offer. So I'm going to go ahead and offer arbitration to Walker Ferreira. I'm offering him $4.8 million. So now I'll give you an offer of $4 million as arbitration. Okay. That's arbitration I'm going to offer him. Junior Caminero, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we could just pretty much sim to free agency. This is the end of free agency at this point. Jacob Wilson. No, I just... Sim, please. DeVries. Deutzman. Yeah, that was the trade we didn't end up making, right? Yes. Keep on going. Sim to winter meetings. Starlin Caba, 24.5 million. Wonder still. We'll see in a moment here. Rule 5 draft. Draft lottery. Let's see. Diamondbacks 54 and 108. We had more than twice. Sorry, not more than twice. We had more. We had 9 more wins than they had losses. So let's see. Do they get the draft lottery? Luck. Drumroll. Rays jump 3. Diamondbacks, what? You what? Diamondbacks drop from 1 to 7. Woo-hoo, that's crazy. 54 and 108, and you pick 7th. Whoa. That'd be charging head office of the league. So free agency, Alexi Matos is still out here. He'd be an interesting guy to get in terms of that infield option, second, third, and short. But he'd have to be a starter. We have Bazana, we have all of our starters. A guy like Sims is gone now, who was a bit of a question mark. We have no one else who's like a question mark, could be on the bench. We have all of our starters. We have them all. Catcher, third, left, first, short, center, second, right. DH is probably going to be more like Yastrzemski or Harder. Something like that. That leaves Andino, Guerrero, Sosea, and probably a different bat than Harris. Probably that center fielder. So that leaves us with 3 guys who are... We have one who's... Yeah, they're all first... So we have 3 first and third eligible players. Do we need to trade Joel Andino? I think we got to trade Joel Andino. Joel Andino goes, and we get someone who's second, third, short eligible. I think we got to do that. AGMs, what are you thinking? Primary, let's say primary second, because of all the positions, Bazana will be gone soon-ish. We do already have Imasa. That's the thing, we have Imasa. Mark Imasa is second and third eligible. So maybe Imasa just goes on the bench. And Andino gets traded for prospects. I think that's the move. We already have Imasa. So the move would be Andino out and prospects in. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough starting pitchers by far. Already so filthy. I don't mind trading Andino. The team's already filthy enough. Yeah, makes sense, Luan. Good evening, Gavin. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Gavin, man. And for everyone, but especially for Gavin and Cheating Heel, who always leave the larger comments in the Red Wings episode. Wow, get ready for this off-season episode. I recorded it last night, and I'm going to be out of town this weekend, so it's coming out Friday. I'm going to let the weekend do the talking. People can leave their comments. Boy, Friday. Third base prospect? Maybe. Third base prospect. You're gonna be interested by the episode. Let's just say that. The episode will keep you entertained. Maybe just an outfield guy. Let's just get an outfielder. Let's say, I think right field is again where we're at the lowest, but secondary position. I want them to have a secondary position. Everyone here has a secondary. There's no one, right? Yeah. And so right field, we'll say max age 21. And potential at least B. Okay. This guy's crazy, Adrian Gonzalez. But no, we'll say overall max 80. I want that guy to be included. All right. So Joe Chavez from Canada. Yeah, Joe Chavez. Where'd he go? There he is. But not really the greatest attributes. Juan Zapata. Power guy. Needs better fielding, though. The accuracy. I mean, everyone's pretty low, 78, 59, but this guy's more well-rounded, Joe Chavez is. Yeah, let's go for the Canadian. Joe Chavez. Joe Chavez, oh, sorry, passed him for Joel Andino. 1 for 1, there you go. Thank you, Pittsburgh. Joel Andino off to the Pirates. I love that he was like 33 with A potential and all that team control, but just no room. So, thank you very much. And Marky Massa can get called up when it's his time. Okay. Sim there. Stephen Koo. Big trade there. Wow. 89 overall. Going for a little package of guys. Okay. Rule 5 draft. Here we go. Don't see any of our guys, I don't think. And anyone interesting? 74 overall, 75. No. That's that. Arbitration hearings. Theodore Jung. Wow, former Blue Jay Theodore Jung, now one of the best in the MLB, of course, right? Of course. He goes for a C and a B. Ouch. Owen Casey, former Blue Jay as well. Horrible trade there. As the White Sox get Theodore Jung, former Blue Jay. Arbitration hearings. Did what's his name sign? Walker Ferreira? Yeah, looks like he did. Blah, 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 blah. Fly, fly, fly. No. Okay. Renewable contracts. Here we are. No one needs to do that. And spring training. Here we go. So, championship offseason. Hope everyone had a great time relaxing. Alexi Matos, in the end, going to the Cubs. 3 years at $24.6 million. Hope you all had a great break, enjoying your time as champions. Now, let's get back to work. All right, so here we are in spring training. As per usual, I'll let the computer do what it wants for setting lineups and rotation to begin, and then we'll make changes from there, and we can start to think about what decisions we have to make headed into the season itself. So all these guys are in the MLB. Imasa's got to be there. Add him to the 40-man. Yeah, Imasa's got to be there. Someone who's just wasting time, like Pedro Gonzalez, he's not going to be playing. Why waste time? Jesse Harris, not going to be playing. Why waste time? Gillespie... you never know. Sparks, Hernandez, Harris. Okay, just taking a few guys out just to free up some space. Ooh, contract extensions. We can look at those now. Bazana, 99 overall. Travis Bazana, wanting $24 million per year. I'd almost just say no problem. Let's wait and see if he sticks at 99. Robbie Coppola should be easy enough. In arbitration, he wants 23.5. That's what it costs for 95 overall. Cordero. Oops. 14.4. John Jackson. Oh, he's going to be into free agency, that's why. Okay, so we'll go longer to get him 7 years, maybe 6 years. 6 years, John Jackson at 9.5. 6 years at 9.5 for the 89 overall John Jackson. 6 years, 9.5, wants a bit more. 6 years, 9.7. Of course, it's going to be 10, right? There you go. All right, 6 years, 60 million. There you go. John Jackson, 10 million per year, but a premier relief pitcher. Johnny Evers still in arbitration. We'll give him his 17 million here. Very longer contract, not going to happen. Cortez, there you go. Daryl Baisley, 5.9, good. Michael Coffey, still in arbitration. Free agency soon, though. Oops, 18.1. Maldonado, still at 780. 780K, that is. Thank you. Cy Harder, we love Cy. His morale is low. What? Why? 9.7, no, so we'll wait on him. And let's end off with Patrick Souza and that white glove. Patrick Souza, good. So that gets some business taken care of for next year. Already thinking about the 2038 budget. So Vlad will be gone. That frees up $33.3 million. Already eaten up by the young guys who need their contracts. Bazana will need a contract. We gave Coppola some money there. Evers, Harder, Ferreira. Still a decent number of guys who are going to be needing some money. Competitive balance tax. We're losing $20 million because of that? Come on. We still have $49.36 million available. Incredible stuff. Okay. Quinn Priester out there. Now, we'll let the computer do what it wants for a little bit. We'll sim maybe the first 10 games. And there you go. So first 10 games done. We're 5-5 only, somehow. 5-5. Yeesh, some ugly numbers here. Yastrzemski batting 065. What? Oh, Serenity now. Okay. And these guys getting a chance to play? Not so much. So we'll take control now. For pitching, Robbie Coppola, unstoppable. Great. He's now the ace now. He's the de facto ace at a 95 overall. Okay, so now I'll take control again. Apply the changes. Rotation. So Coppola out, we've seen. Let's give a start to Maldonado. Start to Nguyen. Let's give a start to Edgar Bruno. Nick Coley, why not? Actually, no, these guys need another one. So these guys can all get one more start. And the closer. Where's our closer? Rosnoy, what are you doing? There you go. For the bats. Eesh, who's been a bum? Kurt Leon, let's see you. Junior Sosea, let's see you. Michael Coffey, let's see. Who plays short? Who can play short? Louis Rankin, no. Imasa, no. No one can play shortstop. Except, oh, Lonnie Sparks. Lonnie Sparks. Gomez Phelps at third. Let's get B25. See, let's get Louis Rankin. At second, we'll get Imasa. At DH, let's get... No, hold on. In right field... Kurt Leon can play there. Robbie Bell, okay. In left field, let's put Cortez. At catcher, let's put Parnell and see if he can hang with being in the MLB. And at DH, let's put good old Cy. He can carry the team. All right, let's do 5 games like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are the bats looking? Sparks batting 100. Who ran with the chance? Rankin ran with a chance. Good. No, Sparks batting 100. No. At shortstop, let's go to... Actually, Justin Dykes should be getting to play a little bit. Kurt Leon not looking good, so Justin Dykes will come in. Parnell batting 176. We'll keep going. Leon, maybe Leon can DH. Rankin 353. Let's try that, and let's put Rankin in the leadoff role. Let's go crazy. And against lefties, I didn't even fix against lefties. Still 083, Yastrzemski. My goodness. Parnell, Massa, Leroy Staub. Let's just do that. Okay. And for the pitching, Maldonado, great. Nguyen, great. Bruno, eh. Evers, Cortez, okay. Good. Maldonado's looking good. Let's keep it like that. Maybe Cordero. Back to Cordero, maybe. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 10 and 10. Okay. Currently on batting 152. Parnell 273 now. Good. Cortez 200. Bell 194. But we got to see who's going to make it, right? So keep going. Who else we want to know from? Leroy Stubb. Wally Gillespie. Wally Gillespie. Let's get a bit more time for Wally Gillespie. He plays first and third. We'll DH him. And Kurt Leon can come in for Bell, Cortez. Which one of those two? Cortez. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last game of spring training now. Let's go into quick manage this one so we can just get a few more at-bats from who we want to get at-bats from. Let's give a start to Edgar Bruno. Sparks batting 200. Okay, take out Sparks. Let's put Imasa at shortstop. And Stop can come in. And Cortez, who's definitely not sticking. I don't know, Robbie Bell's not looking good. Robbie Bell's probably not sticking. The most not sticking. So that's why he's got to prove himself, I guess. But no, we'll wait and see as the game goes on. All right. Let's see, single strikeout, feeling strike. Actually, let's just fly through it. Fly, fly, fly. Oh, he's coming. Excuse me. 5-0 Blue Jays. Thank you. Who got all these? Doubles from Junior Soseda. Okay, all that good. We're not here to really watch. We're just here to manage. 6-2. Very good. Real Divinity, welcome to the stream, buddy. Doing well, my friend. Hope it's the same for you. Ground out single, RBI double. All right, Bruno's going to go now. Let's see from the lefty Hernandez, Willie Hernandez.
Number 4, Willie.
Okay, 7-4 now. Good. Rankin 244. He's 2 for 4 today. Ground out. Dykes 1 for 3 ground out. So say 1 for 3. He walks. Staub 3 for 3 today. Flies out. Strikeout triple. Hit by pitch. Strikeout. See if he can clutch it up and fly out. Blue Jays win 7-4. Parnell, player of the game, going 3 for 4. So at the end of spring training here, who's really getting cut, right? If you look at our MLB roster, actually look at the bats first. So, let's put players back to where they're supposed to go. In theory, who goes where? In theory, at least positionally. Probably goes here, 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 and here. So, at least in theory, this is the lineup for the bats. Now, currently on AAA, Lonnie Sparks, AAA. Justin Dykes might get a chance. Vlad sticks. Harris we'll see. Sosea probably sticks. Gillespie, nothing special. Staub, meh. Bell, no. Rankin, no. Cortez, no. Parnell gave us a lot to think about. Imasa will probably give him the chance no matter what because of his position. So, let's see. Wally Gillespie. Probably has to go through waivers, no problem. Lonnie Sparks, AAA. Willie Hernandez was meh. We'll get to the arms after. Nickel, yeah. Hold on. Leroy Staub. He was okay. Robbie Bell's go through waivers. Oh, I didn't realize that. But we'll just get him back if he does get claimed. Cortez didn't look good. But does he have to go through waivers too? He has the option. Let's think about that. Parnell. Okay, hang on. So now the bats. That leaves us still with way too many bats, of course. Harris will go. Yeah, Harris will sneak Harris through. He's always our weapon to call up when need be. Or do we keep him now? I don't know. No, we have young guys in the outfield. We can't. Optional waivers. Okay, now for the pitching. So, Coppola, Jennings, Cordero. So, Coppola, great. Jennings, okay. Cordero, yes. Evers, okay. Cortez, okay as well. Edgar Bruno back down, I think. I think Devin Nguyen stays. And Maldonado, of course, stays. Nick Coley, starting pitcher, though. We don't have room for another long relief guy. Ferreira, good. Signs, come on. Fernandez, Jackson. So again, MLB roster. Nick Coley, he was good, but just no room for another starter. If he was a reliever, we could have said maybe. Edgar Bruno through waivers as well. That gets us to 29. Yeah. Why is it always weird like this? Mid-relief. Then long relief. So 86, 80. Mid. Setup, closer. Probably put Signs in that setup and put Baisley there. Lefty setup. So we have three lefty pitchers in total now. So for the pitching, this is fine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 is the max, correct? So that leaves us with having to cut some bats. Cortez, you didn't take your chance, man. Waivers it is. If we have to claim you back or something, then fine. Gave you your chance. Oh, he has an option, so goes down. Two more. Parnell, the catcher, but who is it? Gomez Phelps is not getting moved, of course. Hanks was good. Ashton was good. Coffey was so-so. Excuse me. Bazana. Harder only bat 182. Yastrzemski bat 075. Do we do something crazy and trade Steven Yastrzemski? I think I'm going to stop the stream here, actually. And I want to get suggestions from Cheating Heel, Hobbsy, guys like that who are usually more vocal in suggestions. We have to cut 2 more bats. One of them will be a catcher, and one of them is probably Leroy Staub. So let's just get that out of the way right now. Leroy Staub. No room. AAA. Okay? So we have to cut 1 more bat. It's going to be a catcher. That leaves us with our outfield option in Dykes. Our infield of Vlad and Sosea, who's first and third. They're both first and third. And then Imasa, who's second and third. But Parnell's going down to AAA, or Yastrzemski is getting traded. 5 bats, 12 pitchers. True, just that we want to keep Nguyen up for a little bit. We could swap Nguyen with a bat in the future, though. Because a catcher... Yeah. Could we send him to AAA? We could. One of the long relief won't play much. That's the thing. Let's start the year like that because no one really impressed, and then we can make decisions as things roll out. But let's commit to making a decision early on in the year. Can we advance a few days here? Spring training has come to an end. Edgar Bruno struggled, yeah, but he made it. So anybody getting claimed on waivers here? Transactions, pending, waiver wire. No, so it looks like everybody made it. Bruno, Cortez, Leon, awesome. Bell, everybody's here. Be a strong team in AAA. Everybody made it. So then our big question is, what are we doing with the catcher? Are we trading Steven Yastrzemski? If yes, for what? With who, maybe? Speed, our speed was, I think, 24th or 26th when we won the World Series. Now it's 20th. Oh, no, it's 27th. So bring in some more speed for the bench. I mean, Imasa doesn't have bad speed. 62, 58. So Seiya doesn't have bad speed either. It's not crazy, but it's, I'd say, slightly above average. When you consider guys like Ashton, 31, 51. Yastrzemski getting him out would make us faster. A lot to think about. All right, so that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll end off the episode there. We won't get the first episode of the season started because we're going to wait and see what we do with the catchers. For right now, we could send down Parnell. Gene Hill says, I say we send one to AAA, and if Yem struggles after a month or so, we explore trading him. Okay, that may very well be what we do. But since it's at the stopping point here anyways, let's just do that. So, but you know what? Because off screen I want to fix everyone to AAA, AA. That takes a long time. I don't want to do that on screen next episode. Okay, so for right now, unless someone disagrees, we'll put Parnell in AAA. Let's get to the start of the regular season. Okay. We could advance up to here. Okay, to the start of the season, yes. And I'm going to fix up AA, AAA, single A, make sure everyone's playing in the right spot. And then we won't sim the first game of the year. Let's wait and make decisions or fix up our lineups especially as well. I just threw people everywhere. I didn't really think about it. Let's stop here and let's regroup for next week as we do the entirety of the 2037 regular season. All right? So thanks everybody for being here. It was an exciting off season. Like we said, passing the baton as we had to say some sad goodbyes, made some big trades, but bringing in some nice future pieces as well. You look into 2041 and all that, you still see, you know, a team that's not just going to be competing, but still at the top. Jonas Garcia is still trade bait. His future, in 5 years, he'll be an 80. Come on, the guy's going to be 30 by then. Pedro Gonzalez going to grow. Parnell, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'll stop there before I talk all night long. Leave a like if you haven't already. Keep an eye out. We are live tomorrow evening, Thursday night. Tomorrow we are live with NHL 26, our Bruins series. And then the Red Wings franchise mode episode will be out on Friday morning, Eastern Standard Time. Good night, everybody. Good night, Eloi. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and we'll talk in less than 24 hours when we get into the continuation of our Bruins series on NHL 26. Thanks for being here. Have a great night, and we'll talk soon.